What is up, bros, bears, moms, mommies, and everything in between? As always, this is Patrick, full promo power, your daddy, coming at you with another bench day video. We are back in New Hampshire for the week. So I'm able to actually put together these videos because honestly, I get a little bit of stage fright. if I have to record anything in front of other people. But what do we have on the docket today? I really should have the program memorized, but I don't right now, even though I'm the one who put it together. But the goal of bench today, we've got some pre-fatigue work, so I think it's bottoms up kettlebell work and some lat work to get blood flow into those areas. We just had our pre-training meal, which was a bowl of Captain Crunch berries with some Fairlife fat-free milk. Spiking our insulin before the gym. Probably could have thrown a Pop-Tart or two in there. Because honestly, I have not been eating consistently enough. I am doing both my programming and nutrition now, and I'm actually debating whether or not I want to sign up for the RP Diet app, because they'll be able to put something together, and it's only $20 a month. Not sponsored by them, by the way, because they do sponsor people. Anyways, after our pre-fatigue work, we've got bench. We are in our quads era, the era in which we are doing sets of 4, and we are working up to 475. Now, I'm not quite sure what my like volume, tonnage, whatnot I'm able to do for sets of 4. I know my PR is approximately 500 for 6, and that's not full lockout. So, and that was me at my heaviest. And I've got to be nice to myself because we are coming back from a mental trauma that occurred at the American Pro 3, and I have a loss of confidence right now. So we're in the quads era. I don't know if 475 is the goal that we should have. I don't know if we should aim for 455 for sets of 4. But basically what we're trying to do is, the past couple years, I've been utilizing the little guy method, and the little guy method is not working for either my squats or my bench. It worked wonders for my deadlift, but working 45% to 55% for reps until we are in prep mode, not working for me. It's like we're not even playing just the tip with having fun in the gym. It's not even missionary position in the gym. It's like sliding into a bunch of girls' DMs and just living in their DM requests. Like that's how interactive I've been with the sport of powerlifting. It was cool to learn a lot of things, and it's going to be applicable. I'm going to be able to apply those things, but nobody knows me better than I do. No one's going to know you better. No one's going to be able to react better than you do. And I know, I mean, so I've never been a fan of RPE strength, or not RPE strength, RPE based training. RPE based training is rate of perceived exertion. So it's a scale of 1 to 10. How do you perceive your exertion? 10 being, if you put a piece of grain on one side of the bar, I would have died. So the meme is everything's an RPE 7 until you miss a rep. Then it's an RPE 8 or 9 with a misgroove, or an RPE 10 with a misgroove, something like that. The last time I did RPE based training, I got injured 6 times in 3 months. Not super cool. But my CNS right now is pretty much primed to do battle with a wet noodle, and that's about it. It's got no strength. It's got some endurance, but like the muscle building factor is not really there. And that's what we are addressing. We're increasing the tonnage. Like if you look at the training of the best people in the world right now, because when I started with the little guy training, I was like, who are the best people in the world right now? It's John Hack, Chad Penson, and others, and they're doing little people things that big people aren't doing. Look at the top lifters right now. You got Jesus Oliveros, you got Colton Engelbrecht, and you've got Fernando Arias, best one of the best squatters in the world, Craig Foster, Shane Haller, like Justin Zottel. Oh my gosh, I just listed off the 2300 boys. So my current program style, my current programming is, it's basically, I've done a lot of studies as I know what works for my bench. And I'm going to do that because I did that for 7 years and my bench was unstoppable for 7 years. And then I started the new program and it just stopped. My squat, I could do the same thing with my squat, but the way that I was progressing my squat was not super good. But we could do that, but I'd rather do a little different. Like right now, the goal for the squat is sets of 4 at 85%. I am not mentally there right now. I fear getting under a squat bar right now. That is not okay. I need to build back my grit, my intensity, and everything associated with being the best powerlifter on the planet. So we got to build that back up. And we were doing triples until, it wasn't yesterday, but the day before. I didn't make a video for it, but it's on my Instagram. I walked out 693. The week before, I'd done it for 2 in a single. I walked it out and I re-racked it. I've never done anything like that before. I've never been scared to squat before. So overcoming the mental hurdles of the trauma that I experienced at the American Pro, even though I know exactly what happened, that's going to be a hurdle to get through. And we're probably going to be using some multiply methods. This is not shitting on multiply, but they have, like, if you talk to multiply lifters, they have an exuberant amount of confidence because they're moving around weights that they can't move around, right? And they do that through accommodating resistance. So it builds up their confidence. They're like, yeah, I've handled 1,000 pounds before. Yeah, but your squat max is 800. Yeah, but I've squatted 1,000 in chains of mans. Well, normally that'd be detrimental to a lifter's progress because they'd overshoot everything on meet day. But for me, that's exactly what I need to build back my confidence. And that's not shitting on multiply lifters. I'm using their methods in order to build myself back up. So that's what we're doing with squats. Bench, we're going back to a similar program, but a little modified for the sake of preservation and not observability, but progressibility. Kind of using an old school bench method with new school undulations. So that's what we're going for. And then accessories, we got some JM press because I like those. I do those a little bit weird and different, and you guys might want to stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's we got other accessories, and that's just how the cookie crumbles, boys. We are at the gym. I'm finding a parking spot, and I'll meet you boys inside, which is where you should always come. Inside. I'm just kidding. Have you seen the economy? Kids are not worth it these days. Sheesh, boys and girls. We had ourselves a bench day, and today was one of those bench days that went exactly how the rest of training has been going, where it's like, yeah, we're doing better than last week. We're not where we want to be, but as long as we're better than last week, we're doing pretty good. Ain't that right, boys and girls? So, how did today go? So, we started off with the pre-fatigue work. It was, I didn't video the pre-fatigue work. I just wanted to get to benching. It was incline dumbbell bottoms up presses for 2x8, and then lat prayers. Get basically the incline bottoms up dumbbell presses gets the blood flowing to the stabilizers, warms them up because those are the most important muscles. They're the small muscles that can snap at the twitch of a button. And then we also warmed up the lats a little bit to get blood flowing there so that we had a good stable base. And we did lat pairs for that 2x8 with the cables. Then we jumped into our bench. We warmed up. We did the bar, 185, 315, and then we did our first set at 425. 425 felt better than 315. That is a good sign. That is a good sign that we are acclimating to the program, and we're starting to chug along. Because every time you switch programs, your not muscles, but strength is going to dip. Anytime that you change anything, strength is going to dip. If you change form, if you change program, if you change frequency, if you change underwear. Nah, just kidding. We go commando up, and I'm just kidding. I don't go commando. I poop myself squatting way too often to go commando. But 425, first set of four, felt really fantastic. Felt pretty good. I was feeling really confident, and then I put on 445 on the bar, and I was sitting there. I was like, damn, the top set's supposed to be 475. I don't want that jump to be too big of a jump. And last week we did 445. That was four, but we missed 465. We only did three, and so I was like, you know what? Let's actually do 455 so that we're doing better than we did last week, even if we missed the 475. So we did 445, and the strongman homie Alex gave me a handoff, and it was pretty good. He overshot where my resting point was, and so I had to pull it back a little bit. But that's cool. That's cool. It's better to get a handoff like that than hand off to yourself. Um, he's also a strongman, so he doesn't give handoffs that often. But yeah, that felt pretty good. It was like, ugh, I fucking hate using RPE, but it was like an RPE 7. Be honest. Like we had like a couple, maybe two, maybe three reps in reserve, so maybe 7.5, maybe 8. If we're being honest with ourselves, and I was like, all right, all right. We can add the 20 pounds. 20 pounds is gonna go good. So we added the 20 pounds, and then Alex threw over Teddy, the guy who normally gives my handoffs when I'm in New Hampshire, and first rep good, second rep good, third rep good. Fourth rep was a grinder out of hell. And it's one of those where it's like you know it's moving. You know it's moving slow. It's almost like you're pressing against a brick wall, but you can feel the wall moving. And when I get like this, I kind of twist a little bit, and I was like, I'm gonna make sure that my butt doesn't come up off the pad, because usually when you get in this really grindy and you get like twisted and whatnot, something happens and your butt comes out. And I'm a professional, so my butt's not coming up, boys. So we got that twisty, and it was going, it was going, it was going. And what the twist does for me is my left arm is my strong arm for absolutely no reason. I have no idea. I'm right-handed dominant, and when I first started lifting, I was like, "This is the cardio arm," because it's the arm that you do all your quote-unquote cardio with, if you get what I mean. We've all been teenage boys before. You get what I mean. Anyways, so I said that's usually why your dominant arm is lackadaisical, because you've got more fatigue in it. And I've recently learned that females, it's the opposite, and I don't know why. And a lot of the things that we thought about females is incorrect. That's a learning opportunity for all of us. But I was twisted, and it was going, it was going, it was going, it was still moving, and then Teddy grabbed the bar, and I'm like, no, this was gonna be successful. Like I was vinegar strokes away from locking it out, and he grabbed it. And he was like, it was there for too long. And I was like, it was the left arm was locked out, but the right arm was still moving, and the twist was helping me be in a more advantageous position for that lockout. I say this, do not take that as advice where twisting and bench press is a good idea. It is not. It is not. Do not do that. That's how you injure yourself. Um, so that was an RPE 10. That is a good example of an RPE 10, where if he didn't grab it, I would have gotten it. I know myself, and I've done that before. I think I've done that with I've done it north of 600 before, where like I've inched that out. So I mean, 475 with that much fatigue, we're at a good spot right now. What this means for training is very positive things, because we've got sets of 4 at 475 this week, and what we can do is we can either start earlier. So instead of doing 425, we do 405, 425, 455, 475. That's more reps, more tonnage. What we're doing right now, we're at the goal for our bench. what we could do is increase the tonnage like that. Or we could drop down the weight and do a 3 or 4x4 at 455. So we're at this impasse. I'm going to be talking about it with Shane tomorrow. It's a little too late right now to. I mean, he's in Washington right now, so he's a couple hours behind. So it might not be too late, but it's too late for me. I'm going to eat my dinner and then go to bed. I'm not on meal plan right now, so I'm not going to share what I'm eating with you guys, even though it was free from Domino's. I have that many Domino's points. Don't judge me. I used to get out of work too late for any of the restaurants nearby to be open, except for Domino's. So my cheat meal every week was Domino's. Not proud of that, but not only do I get this meal free, but I'll also get my Super Bowl meal free because of that. I have that much Domino's points. I got 90 points left. I used 60 of them today, and they expire 420. Anyways, it was a great, great bench day. I'm feeling positive. I'm feeling amazing leaving that bench day where it was. I'm proud of what I did today, and all I got left to do today is eat my dinner, put together that video for Instagram. I'm like halfway through it because I was editing that on CapCut in the parking lot of Domino's while I was waiting for my food to get cooked. And also, I would like to post this onto YouTube, get back into the swing of things like that, and give you guys, my little goldfish babies, something to nom on the internet. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and if you would like to buy, because I added some tummy time for you guys. If you would like to buy my underwear, send me a DM on Instagram, and if I get enough of those, I'll start an OnlyFans and start selling my used underwear on OnlyFans. Because have you seen the economy these days? If you were to send me like $500 for my used underwear, I'm all for that. I'll buy new underwear and I'll do that weekly. Damn. Yeah, 500. Enough DMs and I'll do that. Just testing the waters right now. Anyways, Patty out.